Is it possible to get home educated children into elite sport? Yes, it is. And I went through it with two of my children who were in elite sport, and I will talk you through the process. Before that, I'm going to cream my butter, oil, and sugar together before I get started, since it's quite noisy. I got my children into elite sport by, I didn't even know that that was the route. But because I wanted my children to do sport, I took them to sport from a very young age. And while they were doing those sports, they were scouted really into elite sport. It started with my son who did gymnastics. He started gymnastics when he was about 4 years old. So he was just going to gymnastics with his sister, and yeah, and they were just doing the regular after school gymnastics. This is a blood orange. I'm making blood orange muffins. So he was going for gymnastics, and while he was doing gymnastics, actually about a week before, I was thinking, oh, maybe he could stop gymnastics and try something else. The teacher who was teaching them recreational gymnastics said, oh, I think your child is quite talented and would like him to try out for the elite team. He started when he was 4 gymnastics, but when he was asked to train for the team, I think he was 5, almost 5. So I said, okay, we can go ahead. You can try him out and then see. He went for his trial on the date that was scheduled for it, and they said yes, would like him to try out for the team, for the squad when he's older. So that was the beginning of the gymnastics training. And then he went to the elite. He did that for a few years before he could actually compete. His first competition he did, he was about 6 years old, and it was very good. It was a very good experience for everyone. It was out of town. We all went, booked a hotel overnight, actually for the weekend, because it was a weekend tournament. And with us, with the way we work as a family, we travel together. So we have 5 children and 2 adults. We always used to travel together for the competitions. So once you get your child into sport, you never know where it takes you. If they qualify for elite sport, being at a home or being home educators doesn't stop them at all. So when he started competing, that's where we really, it was a bit tricky, because now I had another son who played tennis. And with this son who played tennis, we eventually started entering for tennis competitions. He started in mini orange. If you know the UK system of tennis, it starts in red ball, then moves to orange, green, before they go to yellow ball. So this gymnast, he also started playing tennis at a later time, and he would also have tennis tournaments. But we tried to book his tennis tournaments on the same day and the same venue that his older brother went to. But he wasn't really that much into tennis. It was more fun. And all the kids play tennis. All 5 children play tennis. But one went elite with it. So now I had 2 children, one playing tennis and one in gymnastics. But it was quite easy to manage, because with the gymnastics child, gymnastics tournaments are not as regular as tennis tournaments. So I'm just going to get my zest, which is stuck on the mixture, into the mix, because I like the zest to go into the mix as well. Some of it is in it already. If you have a small grater, you could try using a small grater as well, just to make sure all your zest is in place. So the good thing about gymnastics tournaments was that they're only a few months a year, a few times a year, unlike tennis tournaments, which are every weekend. So it made it easy to spread out the sport for competitions. So when my son had, let's say the gymnast had his training on one day, actually he had training 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday, and all the training was after school during the week because most children go to school. Actually, he was the only one who was home educated, so his training was always after school. And the tennis one, he had some training during term time, school hours, because he got private coaching as well. So that was quite easy because we could tailor that. But then the group tennis sessions that he would sometimes go to were also after school. Good thing is we lived quite close to both the tennis club and gymnastics. So I'll drop the gymnast off and then take the tennis player to tennis training, and then, just drop them off and then pick them up later. And that was quite handy. And since I lived quite close, I could also go home and do other things while they are at tennis, like cooking or even focusing on something else with the other children who didn't go, or maybe even take someone swimming, because when some of them did tennis, some of them were at swimming, and their times were, all over the place. But I had it down to a T, and I knew exactly what each person was going to do. So I'd just work with that. So it is quite possible. The thing with tennis tournaments is they are every week. Tennis tournaments every weekend, they're there. And then you have tennis tournaments, if it's a school holiday, you have them throughout the school holidays. Like, for example, the summer school holidays, tennis tournaments are every day in summer. And if a child moves up, especially when they get to yellow ball, like you go today and then they move up to the next stage, and the next stage you might find that you're at tennis tournaments the whole week. But I like that time because we traveled within a certain mile radius. I chose a certain mile radius that would travel to, and then while we're there, I would take the others exploring. If there are museums, parks, or something close by, then would go there and visit. So no time is lost, and there's always adventures to go into. The scouting route for tennis and gymnastics is quite different. So with the tennis, my son just played tennis. You register it yourself. They book tournaments based on their age and yellow ball or green ball, because there's an age range. If they're in yellow tennis, for example, it's a certain age group, orange, red. So you book those, and then eventually in tournaments you can find some coaches who say, oh, your child is very talented, would like them to, to coach them further to go into this. And if they win certain tournaments, they can also play for the county, which my son did. And he would go for county training, which was different to his regular training. And, they just play. And then from there, he represents his county. And then there's a road to Wimbledon tournaments as well. It just depends on your talent. So don't let home education stop you from doing that. Even for swimming, I had a child that they said, oh, okay, the gymnast, his swim teacher was saying, oh, he would like him to enter the swim club so that he can enter competitions. But he was just too busy with gymnastics to be able to consider that route. So we didn't go down that route at all. Okay, so I'm baking 2 mini loaves and 6 cupcakes with this mixture. But if you want, you can bake all cupcakes or all muffins or all loaf trays. Okay, I'm just going to put this in the oven. Tennis tournaments are more regular than gymnastics tournaments. So if you can find sports for your children that they can do that are not as competitive as each other, even though I didn't plan it that way, I think that's the best way to do it. It just so worked out in my case that gymnastics it doesn't have as many tournaments as tennis tournaments, so it was easy to spread them out. There was at one time when the tournaments clashed, but it wasn't an important tournament, so the tennis player always had to forego a tournament because they had theirs weekly at the weekends, but gymnastics is only a few months of the year. So as long as it wasn't something very important, like for example county selection, he could miss that, and then we went to gymnastics and then carry on. So it was a really nice time. I'm making this drizzle, blood orange drizzle, that I'll drizzle on top of the cakes when they come out of the oven. I'm going to poke some holes in the cakes while they're still hot. It just helps the drizzle soak in better. They didn't bake at the same time because these take less time to bake, so I got them out of the oven earlier. So you just check on them, but don't open your oven too early, otherwise they will flop. So then I've got my drizzle. Do the same for the cupcakes, or muffins should I call them. Yep. It's okay if it's some drizzles onto the side, it's all part of it. Some of it will soak in. Okay. These I leave them in the tray because you serve them in the tray, leave them to cool completely before covering them, or if you're going to eat them in there, you can eat them in there. I'm going to remove these and put them in the cooling rack to cool completely before they get stuck, because the syrup is quite sticky, it's sugar. So if you leave them in there for too long, they will get stuck and be difficult to get out and will break. And just leave them to cool completely.